Time now for Back to the Basics in Healthcare with Balanced Life Chiropractic, and I've got Dr. Harley joining me. How you doing, Dr. Harley?
Hey, John. Doing great. Seems like we can't kick the snow, but it's all right.
It's like if you listen back to all of the different programs, it's like, hey, it's beautiful. It's going to be nice. Spring is here. They're like, oh, hey, winter's back again. And it's like, no, it's spring again. It's like, okay, now it's winter again. So
I feel like that's my conversation with a lot of patients. Either we're talking about how great the weather is or how not so great it is.
And it's weird because like every year we have this kind of stuff. We just kind of forget about it. So, but yeah, welcome to winter again maybe, but then it'll be spring again soon. So it's all good.
Yeah.
So one of the things we haven't really talked a lot about is different things that maybe people struggle with, like arthritis, and how chiropractic can help. And there actually are some things that you can do, aren't there?
Yeah, I get asked that question a lot. Can chiropractic help with arthritis? Or what is arthritis? How did I get it? These kind of things. And it kind of got brought to my mind a little bit just with like the weather changing so much. People are having flare-ups, aches and pains, all those different things. Now, what is arthritis, right? It's, our bones are starting to break down, or those joints are starting to break down. A lot of it's from wear and tear, because most people don't think about what they're doing in their 20s, how they're going to be in their 50s or 60s, and then they hit older age and they're falling apart, and now they're having a lot of those problems. Like, well, what happened?
Old football injury.
I hear that a lot. Yeah. So a lot of it's just the wear and tear of your body not able to handle all of that. So we throw extra bone back at those joints to stabilize them back up. Well, that extra bone growth is now making it so they don't move very well, and they're going to get stiffer and stiffer and stiffer. I look at arthritis kind of like a rusty gate.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
It's a good analogy.
If you're not using that gate, the rust is going to build up more and more and more. But the more you use that gate, it's going to wear off that rust, keeping it moving properly. So that's the biggest thing with arthritis is if you're not moving, it's going to keep getting worse. And especially if it's still in, when things are out of alignment, like thinking of like our tires, right? We get our tires rotated, otherwise they get worn out. And we get bald spots. Well, that happens in our joints as well, is where it's wearing more. We're going to start having bald spots on those joints. So then it starts hurting. We're like, oh, I'm not going to use it anymore. Well, that's when arthritis really starts to grow in. So that's where chiropractic can really come into play, is by realigning your joints and your spine, making sure that they're moving like they're supposed to, they're in proper alignment. Is one, going to help the joints wear more evenly so they're not going to wear out, and to get them moving better so we're scraping off and working off that rust.
Very nice. So it's a way to be able to continue to get more mobility and have more mobility without a ton of pain involved.
Yeah, I was like, we can't necessarily get rid of the arthritis that you have, but we can help, improve aches and pains, improve range of motion, mobility, and keep it from getting worse. Because that's really the biggest thing, is keeping that arthritis from getting worse.
If somebody listening is going, hey, that's something I've suffered with my entire life, or maybe the last 10 years or 20 years, and I didn't even realize that chiropractic was a good fit for that, how do they reach out to you to get some more information?
Yeah, we're a phone call away. You can call us at 605-215-1785 or shoot us a message on our Facebook page, Balanced Life Chiropractic.
And again, you can also find them on their website, which is BalancedLifeSD.com.